Papi, I'm not African, I'm Dominican.
Hi lovelies, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Belinda Strana. Thank you so much for all the love and support. Don't forget to please subscribe to this channel, turn on notification so that anytime I upload videos, you'll be the first person to be notified. And to my returning subscribers, thank you so much for all the love and support. To those people that share my videos, leave commentaries, you guys are the real MVP. Thank you so much for all the love and support. Alright lovelies. So lovelies, I came back this video on my For You page on TikTok with my favorite TikToker. Like I do have this one-on-one talk with a black guy, and he explains how the variances in the black community against black people actually affected him. Guys, I'm just gonna roll the clip as well as the stitches I was able to put in place. Please leave me your own thoughts in the comment section of what you think of this video, and please do not forget that we do not support any form of bullying, harassment, or whatsoever. We're just here for educational purposes. So please share this video, subscribe, and let's get into it.
Oh, papi, I'm not African, I'm Dominican. I thought it was a joke, but actually it's true.
Black people in the Americas who spoke Spanish, like you, don't identify with what they actually are, like you do.
Yeah.
Why is it that because they speak Spanish, they think they're another race, when we in this country in Africa speak Spanish too, but we're not confused about what we obviously are? Go ahead.
Exactly. That is something that blows my mind. I don't understand nationality and race. There's two things. Dominican, especially República Dominicana. Someone who look like me and you speak the same language and you know where you come from, but you don't want to accept it. That's shocking for me, to be honest. So it's like you African when it suits you, but when it doesn't, I'm not African, I'm Dominican. Why is that? Is it because Africa is the worst? Is shit? You don't want to be linked with African? I speak Spanish and I'm from Africa and I'm proud to be an African.
I have had multiple guests who are Dominican come up and explain. So I'm going to give you a general response that seems to be the typical response. And I want to see what you would say. So a lot of Dominicans say, well, that's because I am mixed race.
And my question to them is, are you guys happy with what happened? Okay, you are a product of a rape and you're proud to be mixed with that. Would you go to Spain and say, oh, my dad is from here, because they will call you negro? You and I in Spain, we have not different. They will call you Sudaca and they will call me negro. A guy from Dominican Republic come down and say, oh, my dad is Spanish. So like, what the fuck? Those negro como él. You're black like him. For the Spanish point of view, you're black.
We are desperately claiming to be part of a people that raped us. We want to claim their blood so much. But even today, if you are mixed race and you go to Spain, they will never see you as one of them, ever. Not saying that they will necessarily hate you, but if you tell them that you are also Spanish, no, you're not. Your question is, you do realize that you are a product of grape, and you're proud of that? That was my question too. And when I brought this up to a Dominican, his answer is, we are a special race because we are mixed. I think the people who claim to be mixed, they romanticize history. They romanticize it. They want to make it a beautiful thing that their ancestors were great. The people that have been demonized the most in the world at this point have been Black Americans specifically. Black Americans have been the most demonized people. Everybody in the world, when they think of Black American, they think the worst. There's nothing good that they think of. Black people are depicted as a monolithic culture, meaning as whatever that white people push regarding imagery, the propaganda with the macro media, all the negative imagery, that is what the world thinks of Black people. Just this marginalized and demonized piece of imagery. An example, you grab a neighborhood that is infested with poverty, with drugs, gangs. In this neighborhood, all kinds of different people live in it. White people, black people, brown people, everybody lives in it. But it's called a black neighborhood. It's called a black neighborhood. And This particular environment of destruction is what they grab and push in the media to say this is black culture. So all of the black people that are not even a part of any of that
Yeah.
are now bunched in this monolithic, demonized and marginalized depiction of what black is. So now when you have black people of Latin American countries that come here and you tell them, oh, you're black. No, I'm not like those violent people. They are only a product of the propaganda that was pushed onto them.
Yeah.
Because that happened to me too, as a Mexican.
Yeah, I heard that. You said that you wanted to your video.
Yeah. I had a Dominican to come up. When I saw that his name was Taíno, I asked him, hey, I see that you identify as Taíno, although you're black. Why do you identify as Taíno? And he says, because I identify with the Taíno. And I said, what does that mean? I understand that they are the victims in this whole scenario. They were just minding their business, living at home, and then foreigners came and destroyed their livelihood. I said, I agree. Thank you for acknowledging it. It's true. And I said, but if you are a descendant of Africa, you do acknowledge that these particular Africans were forced here and they are also victims of ruining, right? And he said, no, because Africans sold other Africans to Europeans. So they are not victims here. It's their fault for what happened to them. So now you see, when you have a black person who is African descent respond this, you understand now why they say, I'm not African. Because they have something against what they are under the impression their ancestors did, meaning, in this case, sold their own people to European slave owners.
Wow.
So because of his self-hate, now he's claiming the identity of my people. You're stealing my people's identity because you don't want to be what you are, because you're ashamed of what you think your own ancestors did. So now you're stealing my people's indigeneity, claiming our identity because you refuse to be what you are, obviously openly ashamed of descending from. It's easy.
Like, seriously, Lovelace, how is it that you'll be very ashamed of where you come from? You'll be ashamed to, term yourself a black person, or because you felt that, okay, black people have been, subjected to so many kind of things, or black people have been through, so many things, and how the world have seen black people. So because of that, you don't want to associate yourself with being black. Now you want to associate yourself with people that colonized you. Like, how is this even possible? And a lot of people, tend to forget that no matter what you do, no matter how you want to run out of it, if you have this DNA in you, you are not, you're not going to escape the fact that you're a black person. Just like Rikido have said, even if you've gone to so many places, or if you associate yourself with, maybe not just use a biracial person as an example, where you go to Italy or somewhere else and you tell this person that, oh my god, I am from this state as well, maybe I'm from Italy, all of that, do you think that these people will still identify you as an Italian person? Because the color of your skin has already proven otherwise. So no matter what you do in life, if you're a black person, you are a black person, no matter how the self-hatred or how you actually want to remove yourself of of being black. I don't know how someone will grow up not to like the color of his or her own skin, or the color at which God has created you to be. A lot of people have been subjecting, people of my own type of skin, anything that has to do with crimes and all of that. The media and how they portray people of my own type of skin has made it very difficult for a lot of people to actually accept who they are, which sometimes I would like, why would you do that? Like, but in another way around, this you running away from your shadow is not actually going to help you. So if you think that I want to live, my where I come from, maybe Africa or black or whatever, because I want to claim a certain, kind of ethnicity. This is gonna help me escape from my shadow. It's not gonna work for you. And this thing is another problem we have with biracial, kids, and identity problems or identity crisis, the way, it's being called, and all of that. Sometimes I actually feel for these biracial kids, because in the white, maybe in the other side of the white side of theirs, they are not even accepted. They can never be 100% accepted to be, maybe for example an American, or even for example an European mix. They cannot be accepted in their own domain. But if it has to do with maybe in the own black side, it's very difficult for them not to be accepted. Like, black people are the kind of people that can accept you no matter who you are, so far you have this DNA in you. But in the other way around, these people have made it so difficult. Like, they don't actually want anything that has to do with people of my own type of skin. They want to, like, still neglect you, still look you as someone that is as how it is. So trying to deny yourself or trying to pretend as if you are not this person you are is not even gonna help anybody. It's not gonna help you either. It's you running away from your shadow. It's not gonna help you succeed anything. No matter anything you do, you are still a black person. So you having self-hatred on yourself because you feel that, okay, I need to escape from this kind of people and become this kind of people. These people you are clamoring, trying to fit into their own carbon. They can never accept you. They will not accept you. They will like, oh my goodness, what are you talking about? So it's so better off everyone just accept the way you are. Love yourself. Like, do you know that black is beautiful? Like, do you know that black don't crack? It's so beautiful, shiny. Like, sometimes when I go through my For You page, I see a lot of people denying their black side, trying to like, okay, I'm not in this category. And like, I begin to ask myself, like, what is wrong with being the way I am? Like, what is wrong with my color? What is wrong with it? I've seen this color as the most unique one I've seen on earth. So what is wrong with it that everyone is just trying to like, mix with other people that actually troubled our ancestors and all of that, and you feel so comfortable with that? Especially in this in the Latino community, most of them have this this crisis, and most of them do not accept the fact that they have their own Afro thing. And do you know the worst part in this Hispanic community of a thing is that they are even trying to discriminate against their own. Some of them don't want to get associated with the Afros. Most of them claim that, okay, these people are still outsider. We are the real deal. Because I have posted some of those, videos on my For You, and I've posted it again on this channel, where most of them comes out to call each other out on how they denied their blackness and try to like, we do not want to associate with this world, as if we are begging for anybody to associate with us. Now, seriously, that's why I like this Ricardo, the guy. He's been here talking and advocating on how we need to accept the fact that we have this African thing in us. Dominicans and all of them. And funny enough is that they don't want to be associated with black, but anytime they are in need of something, anytime they're in need of help, this is when they will call people of my own type to come help them. I can remember, I'm still talking about that incident that happened about last year ago, about this immigration and the bills that's been passed, where these people were like calling on black people to come help them. But this is the same people you don't want to subject or you don't want to associate yourself with. But anytime you felt that you are in some kind of trouble, this is when you will call them, you will need them, and after you must have finished using them, you will discard them and don't want to get yourself associated with, because you think that the media have actually portrayed these people to be some kind of way. Like the way he said, in the neighborhood where there is dirty alcohol, drugs, and all of that, which involves so many races, both white people, both colored people, black people, and all of that. This kind of environment, they deem it to be a black neighborhood. Even if black people are not doing anything that is illegal there, even if it's actually white people and other races were doing something illegal there, but they would deem it's black, because the media, everything, the propaganda, everybody, like the way they have subjected people of my own. Sometimes it's just by the grace of God that we are still the way we are. We are still strong. We are still trying to succeed, because this thing even happens anytime you're going out, the way they like look at you as if you are some kind of, I don't know, the kind of mentality this is. And now it's affecting individuals, and it's trying to make a lot of people to have this self-hatred. There is this wannabe of a guy, Jeffrey, that I actually stopped stitching his video, because anytime I go to his page, it's all about, oh my god, the way he's so anti himself is so alarming. Like, he felt as if he's not even supposed to be who he is. So seriously, lovelies, anyways, why not just leave me your own thoughts in the comment section of what you think of this video, and do not forget that we do not support any form of bullying, harassment, or whatsoever. We're just here for educational, informative purposes and histories. Alright, lovelies, see you on my next one. Lovelies, why not just leave me your own thoughts in the comment section of what you think of this video, and do not forget that we do not support any form of bullying, harassment, or whatsoever. We're just here for educational purposes. So please share this video, subscribe to my channel if you're yet to do that, and I will see you lovelies when I upload the next one.